Yo, what's up, guys? You're gonna see me fall to my death here, for the first part of this footage, but that's mainly because, I don't play this game. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't fucking play this game. I don't know the insides and outs. Alright? Um, I usually just make item shop videos and I go and party royale. That's not, that's just not in my cards. So, what you're about to see here is, it's not one of my best moments. Okay. I didn't know. I didn't know. There's no fall damage in Overwatch. But I'd like to tell you, I'm not bronze. Okay? I know what it looks like, but I'm not bronze. I'm actually champ peak, believe it or not. That sounds like sarcasm. Roll the clip. Okay. Am I in champ? Let's find out. Moment of truth. Alright, you don't got an emote on me. It's kind of weird. Oh shit. Champ is mine. Need I say more? Today's video, I'm going to be answering the ultimate question, why do I have two accounts? Well, I started in 2017. I got a PlayStation for an early Christmas present or birthday, whichever. Because my birthday's on the 27th, my Christmas is on the 25th. So I had two separate Fortnite accounts even back then. But I wasn't on my PlayStation one that much. So I would grind on Xbox primarily. In Season 2 I got the wave emote and the wind umbrella. I didn't buy the pass. I didn't start buying until season 3. Season 3 is where everything changed. I want to say season 3 is when the game got really big. My friend was a Renegade Raider. He had bought the Royal Dragon Glider for 2,000 V-Bucks. He was obsessed with buying every cosmetic. I don't know why. He just was. I want to be just like him. I made it my mission to get the most expensive loadout in history. And I think it all boiled down to wanting attention, which is fine. So yeah, I would buy the Royal Dragon Glider and buy the Battle Pass. I get to 100. Um, my first skin was actually Havoc.
Number 14, Taco Bell piss nachos. The last thing you'd want in your Taco Bell nachos is someone else's piss. But
True story. And then the first skin that I ever bought was Bloodhound. Season 4 rolls around, I get Omega Lights.
Poop, 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 dance, poop, poop, dance.
I just want to get my account stacked. Season 5, they announced the Galaxy skin. I was due for an upgrade. I tell my mom, I'm like, Mom, I need this phone. It's a great phone. And she's like, fine. She didn't know why I wanted it. I wanted to keep it that way. It wasn't until season 6. It wasn't until season 6 when I got the Galaxy skin.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck. Let's go. Woohoo!
So now at this point, I have Trailblazer, Havoc, Galaxy, Omega Lights, in season 3, season 4. And then on the other account, I had Aerial Assault 1, Lucky Axe, I had Blue Team Leader on there, I had Blue Striker on there. And that's about all that happened with that account. It also had Trailblazer. I got again through prepaid Visa. Used my mom's credit card for Havoc and Trailblazer. Of course, then I told her because I felt bad, but no, nothing was charged, so we're good there. Um, so yeah, season 6 rolls around, I get Galaxy. Season 7, Honor Guard comes out. I don't pay any attention to it. But season 8, see, that's when it gets interesting. Season 8 is when I decide to get a part-time job. It's like a camp counselor place. I just watch kids over the summer. I get paid for it. With all that money, I spent it on getting the most expensive stuff ever. Because before exclusives were a thing, I would just get like a legendary skin. I get 2 legendary skins and then like a back bling. That's 20s for like a $40 loadout. This was huge back in the day. It was. And yeah, I just spent it all. I think the first one I got was Honor Guard, and then it was Eon. You know, Season 8 is also around the time that Iconic came out. The thing about Iconic is I already had the Note 9. Remember this. So it's like, how am I going to upgrade? So this is why I decided to skip school a bunch and search for a store method. It was said that it was impossible. I'm telling you right now, it was not impossible. I actually got Iconic for free. Little story about that. We found a place, it was a Walmart to be exact, um, where we could actually get Iconic. But I didn't have a card. But he did, my friend. Um, we go home. He takes me back home, right? And he needs an email for Samsung because he doesn't have one. He's like, hey man, I don't really want the skin. Can you just give me your information? I'll put it in your account. I'm like, really, bro? Like a dumbass. Obviously, I'm not an idiot now, but at the time I was. Uh, so I gave him my Samsung information, and he redeems the skin for himself. I was like, dude, what the fuck? So, what I decide to do is go back to that same Walmart, tell my mom, hey man, there's a way I can get something for $1,000 for free. It's totally legit. She was kind of worried, which, fair. I get it. I get it. It's shady. But I can assure her there, no harm, no foul. If I wasn't going to do it, somebody else was going to. So, we go back. I get the skin. My heart was racing. I can't believe that actually fucking worked. Because I had to make a whole new Samsung account. And yeah, it did. Season 8 was also around the time that account merging was available, so I was able to merge my PlayStation account with my Xbox. So at this point, we have Eon, Galaxy, Iconic, Honor Guard, um, the Twitch stuff, Omega Lights. It's getting good. Now, Season 9 is where it really picks up. That's where Wonder comes out. That's where Dark Vertex comes out. That's the World Cup stuff. I get all that. I get all of that. Of course, I got the full bundle for Dark Vertex and Wonder. I got it from this guy named Iconic Supplier. He's since been banned. Um, we don't talk about that. Yeah, he was banned. I don't know. But I remember I talked Fortnite or was it Pizzo? It was one of those guys. They recommended him. Um, he took a little long to respond. I thought it was shady, but I did actually get Wonder for 150. I remember I got Honor Guard for 20 back in the day. I got Eon for around 70, 80. And Eon back then was great value because you get 4,000 V-Bucks, you get Save the World access, and you get that glider pickaxe and the skin. No, it's a really good bang for your buck there. And it was the Founders Edition as well. So, if you're to buy Eon right now, for some reason, Or if you want the Founders Edition of Save the World, you should probably get that. I believe he gave you the standard version, not the deluxe. Uh, but yeah, as you can see there, I'm holding the full Dark Vertex bundle. It was great stuff. Uh, and then Season X comes around. At this point, I have a goated locker. I officially have one of the most expensive accounts out there.
I know nobody really cares, but bam. Let me
For the time. And I think to myself, well, it could always be more. That's my mindset with everything. I could have the best thing in the world, best account in the world. I'm always going to say it's not good enough. It's not good enough. And I really liked the attention that the account garnered. So I would make LFGs saying trading accounts, right? Obviously, I wouldn't actually do it. But, you know, I I post on the LFGs and I did it to flex. And then one day, there's this guy who gave me a proposition. He said, I'll give you my aerial purple skull for your account. And I thought, yeah, why the fuck not? This is an amazing deal. I need some time to think about it. Long story short, I give him the details to my account. I was devastated. It was blocked right after. I remember I had the palest face. I went to my living room and I just stared at my TV for a solid 30-40 minutes. I was perplexed. This was everything I had been working for. All those hours at Premiere for nothing. All those hours at my camp counseling gig for nothing. It was all gone. I thought to myself, what's the point? Not of life, but like, what's the point in playing this game if I don't have my go-to cosmetics? So, I mean, this was 2019. This was late 2019. So it's like, I went to a huge. I went into like a huge, like, Mortal Kombat era. I'd play that game only for about 3 weeks. And then the glow skin drops. And I had the Note 9. So I had a choice to make. Do I get the glow skin on my account and start over? Or do I put this game behind me completely? How shit Season X was kind of had a say in my ultimate choice when it came to trading that account. But regardless, I still did it. There's really no excuse. I made the choice. I made the decision to continue. And I still had that main goal in mind, right? Get the most cracked account out there. And, you know, Stealth Reflex. Stealth Reflex was the first exclusive I got. Next to Glow. Glow's my first skin on the second account. I knew I didn't have long to make a decision, right? I didn't have much money. I think I had like 200, or was it 150? I think it was 150 or 200. I needed to make a choice. Nah, it's probably 200. What exclusive skins can I get? I had a choice between Honor Guard and Wonder. Now the reason I chose Honor Guard is because it's more rare. Wonder, I don't know. I don't really care for Wonder. I'm gonna keep it real, but everybody else does, so that's why you're seeing it in this footage. So yeah, most of the codes expired at the end of 2019. So I get Stealth Reflex, which was 120 on Brown Magician. Shout out to Brown Magician. And then I got Honor Guard on G2A, I think it was. And I also got Eon down the road. You know, I was slowly building my account back, but I knew it could never be to the extent that my last account was. And I kept telling myself that, like, nah, dude, it's just not gonna be the same, bro. Through each season, I would buy more and more. I remember Gold Trooper came out. I got that. Every new exclusive that would come out, I'd buy. I'd reach the most amount of V-Bucks that I had ever obtained in my life multiple times over. Like, I think the most I ever had on my first account was 2,700, and then, you know, by chapter 2, I think the most I had was over 40k, and it just kept going and going and going. No matter how much I spent, I kept thinking, like, oh man, I wish I had my last account back. And the worst part about this scenario is, like, you can't even say anything to anybody because they're just not gonna fucking believe you. You know, I had 200 skins, and a couple seasons later I had 300, then 400, 500. We've slowed down since that point. And I think that's why I have so many locker tours. It's not really for you guys, it's more so like for me, so I can just like keep track and compare it. But yeah, I would upload those videos for myself mainly. That wasn't until I want to say chapter 3 season 3 or chapter 3 season 4. I checked my emails as I usually do. Morning, I believe it was a Saturday. And I see someone tried to sign into an Epic account. I'm like, that's weird. But this Epic account looked familiar. So I'm like, okay. My heart starts racing at this point. Because at this point, I'm like officially trying to let go. Like, I've accepted that I just can't have that account anymore. But, you know, chapter 3, season 3. That's where I investigate this. 6, 7 times over. This guy tried to log into my account here. So I tried to log in. I reset the password because then I'm in this dilemma. It's like, what do I main? I spent so much more on my second account. But my first account has exclusives that are just generally more interesting. So I tried to play on both of them. I mean, there were 2 seasons in a row where I got both accounts at 200. That was draining, man. So I overworked myself so much on Fortnite that I just got tired of the game. And then eventually I made that video, that popular video that most of you are from, the final account tour. I was ready to say goodbye. I didn't want to, I didn't really care for the game anymore. It felt gross to get on. But because of my team, I have regained my love for this game. Granted, I don't play it much because this is like one of my first games I ever played of this season on this account anyway. But I don't know. Something snapped within me. And that is the story of the 2 accounts, ladies and gentlemen. It's kind of a rough one. You know, I don't like to say it too much. The reason why I'm making this video is because I knew as my channel progressed, as it grows, the questions would pursue even more so. So in making this, I could like just leave it out there and just direct them to this link every time. But yeah, that is the story of Noah Gaming's 2 accounts. Now I get a lot of questions like, am I ever gonna sell the account? What do you plan on doing with it? I mean, I let people on it sometimes, but it's like, you know, I'm still a little traumatized. I don't want anybody taking it. Obviously they can, like I got this shit locked down, but it's like still, you know, like you go on a roller coaster, you think you're gonna die or fall off. You're probably not going to, but still, you know, people are afraid of like heights and shit. It's kind of how I am with my account. But I don't know. Any questions in the comments? Let me know, guys. Let me know. Alright. This has been your boy, Karaji Slasher God, Senpai Slasher, Pilot Rhombus 932, over and out.